Hello there folks, it is TIJ Gaming and welcome to a new channel update. Today we're going to be talking about what's happening in the next few months on the channel. It is going to be a very large few months in my life with exams, YouTube and just general life, what's going to happen in the future, and that applies both to YouTube, funnily enough, and my personal life and what's going to happen. So we're going to talk a little bit about that, what my plan is for YouTube particularly in the next few months, but I'm also going to make an inkling towards the personal life and how that's going to have an effect on YouTube. So kicking things off, folks, with a big, massive thank you. I've had over 100 subscribers in the last week, and that's just absolutely fantastic. The last week and a half has been absolutely massive for me. Since the release of Snooker 19, not got it to hand, so I won't get a case copy out, but the release of Snooker 19 has been really good for me. It's been the best week and a half on the channel for just its existence, really. The analytics show that, you know, sort of FM's kind of there, actually there. This will be better for the camera. And that Snooker's here, or maybe even further above. So how well that's done is just absolutely fantastic. And over 100 new subscribers to the channel, and over, I think, just get this right, yeah, 1,200 hours watched so far this month. And of course, still a few good days to go in April yet, so that is just absolutely amazing. Of course, that's what, about 72,000 minutes. That is just absolutely, well, crazy. Quite unbelievable to comprehend. But you guys have been really supportive since Snooker 19 has come out. And we're going to talk a little bit about how that's going to change, how the schedule about that's going to change, and how my personal life will take that now. So, the Neil Robertson career mode on Snooker 19 will stay the same. I'm guessing it's going to stay daily, apart from maybe a few mishaps here and there. That is because, just to get it out of the way, rather than just kind of hinting at it, I have got my A-level exams in the next month and a half. I'll go back to sixth form tomorrow, or today as you're seeing this, I'm recording this on the Sunday. I do go back to sixth form tomorrow, and within sort of a month and a half I have 6 A-level exams, which of course is the massive priority in my life, because while this is a priority, it's a hobby at the end of the day, and you only get one chance to sit your A-levels. YouTube's something that you can do over the years, whereas A-levels, technically, it's, if you're not in the UK, technically it's been 16, 17 years of schooling all leading up to this moment, particularly because I don't think I'm going to university. Then these qualifications become even more important. So that's going to be the big priority over the next month and a half. And of course, YouTube does take almost a little bit of a backward step because of that. So to keep up daily content, you could argue would be pretty tough. But I think I've got me in me to do that with Snooker 19, because with the Robertson career mode, it possibly maybe takes an hour and a half a day. And if I can bulk record stuff, then that means that can remain. But if there are a few days when the Robertson career doesn't come out, I'll probably say it in the video, you know, that sorry I couldn't get something out yesterday or whatever. But I just ask you guys one thing, to be a little bit considerate if there's a few mishaps, you know, a few scheduling errors in terms of a video's meant to come out today, but because of, I don't know, I've had a bad day or something, I couldn't do it and it'll be out tomorrow. But 99% of the time that will be explained in the videos. But there will be 1 week in May where there will be no videos at all, and I've pretty much decided that 99%, and that's between the 20th and the 24th of May, because that week is when my first batch of A-level exams kick in. So that week is very much just going to be YouTube just way put on the sidelines. For these sort of first 2 or 3 weeks, it is just revision and getting ready for those examinations, which is, you know, takes enough time within itself. But that week, I'll have 2 exams. I'll have a history exam on American civil rights, if you guys are interested, and a business studies exam. So those are 2 massive exams. Not like I'll even take part early in the week either. I've got one on Tuesday and one on Friday afternoon. So it's not like I can kind of really cram it in on the Sunday and Monday, and I've got the exams Tuesday and Wednesday, and then Thursday and Friday, go back to snooker, it's fine. But after that, I do have a week off. So fingers crossed in that week, Whitsun week, I think we call it in the UK, having a week off for that. Hopefully I can get bulk recorded to an extent for those next few weeks in which I do have more exams. Basically how it works, I've got 2 exams before the half term. After the half term, I think I've got 2 exams a week after, 2 exams a week after that, and then I'm finished. I finish on the 12th of June. So this daily schedule up to about the 20th of May point will be fine. But after that, it's going to get a little bit sketchy. And I'm just going to be completely honest about that, completely transparent. And I hope you guys are considerate throughout that period. At the end of the day, I'm trying to keep videos going because I don't want to just say, right, after at the start I've had with Snooker 19, recording it kaput now until the 12th of June. Because the problem with that is that the way the YouTube algorithm works is that you can't just upload for 2 weeks on a daily basis and then skip a month, because the YouTube algorithm rewards consistency, consistent views, etc, etc. So in my aim to make this a bigger hobby and kind of making this into a, I don't want to say business, but perhaps an enterprise more so, it is important that I kind of stay on the roll of the YouTube algorithm. I did allude to this though, that my exams do finish on the 12th of June. As I said, I've got 2 exams in that week between the 20th and 24th. No exams the week after, that'll be my half term, so fingers crossed. I don't think it's going to happen. I might, after that, say, I'll do it daily for that week. I don't know, I'm doing this. Daily for that week, that makes more sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, looks like I'm praying. 7 videos that week, and then perhaps the next fortnight, which is all I've got left of school, and that just seems crazy. But for those 2 weeks, I'll probably do maybe bi-daily videos, because I could probably get a week's content done in that week, and technically doing bi-daily content gives a week's content, if that makes sense, because you're doing half the videos that you would do, so that would give a week's content. So I think that's what I'll do over that point. I did allude to it earlier that I do finish on the 12th of June. Just put my leg up, I'll just put my leg up and chill. I'm only talking to you guys, it's fine. After the 12th of June, I finish, and my understanding is that it's a bit vague at the moment, because, to be frank and to be honest, my future after the 12th of June isn't decided at all. I did allude to it earlier that my plan isn't really to go to university. I'm looking into apprenticeships, but basically at the moment nothing's confirmed. With just over a month to go until I leave school. That is pretty frightening. But what can you do? There's not really much you can do. So my guess would probably be that I will be doing not a lot until maybe the start of August at least, maybe even till September. So between 12th of June and whatever that date is that I start an apprenticeship, start university, start a job. Again, I've got no idea what I'm going to do. But just start that permanent fixture again, I won't have anything to do. So, in effect, that means I can really push on the YouTube front. And it's a great summer, actually, because we've got Snooker 19. That started things off really well. And the success of that new game has kind of made me think, I like this new games idea. And potentially we can push another game as well. And we've got a whole lot of different games coming out this summer. Funnily enough, not really at the best times, because we've got 3 games that I am looking at getting and playing on the channel. So I'd love to hear the feedback of you guys, whether you think we should play them, we shouldn't, what you guys think. Ultimately, I will get at least one of these. I won't pass them by altogether. My plan is to get at least one of these, but of course with games that are £40–45, if you're buying all 3 of them, it's got to be worth it. And I don't mean that from a money point of view, because on YouTube I don't make any money at the moment, but my point is that I want to make enough videos out of them for you guys to enjoy and to give me some personal satisfaction. Now, I always think there's no point getting a new game for £40–45 because in a few months it's going to be down to 25–30, and I don't mind waiting that long. I'm a stingy old bugger, you should know this by now. But if I'm going to make YouTube videos on them, then of course the real value to you guys is going to come in the first few weeks. That's been proven by Snooker 19. So those 3 games are Cricket 19. That comes out, I can't remember the exact date, I should have put it in my notes here, but let's say the 30th of May, roughly. That comes out. We've got MotoGP 19, which comes out a week or 2 later. And then F1 2019, which comes out nearly rude hand sign there. F1 20, that's better. F1 2019, which comes out about a fortnight after that. So my current plan, and it's optimistic, is to cover all 3 games on the channel, because I do believe there's a fortnight between all of them. So that gives quite a nice basis for covering every game. You've got 2 weeks to really hit hard on cricket, 2 weeks to really hit hard on MotoGP, and 2 weeks on Formula 1. But the only dilemma with that, and me saying that, is I get to Formula 1, and you've got, a potentially daily occurrence. You've got snooker, you've got cricket, you've got MotoGP, you've got F1. And even with the most amount of time in the world, even with nothing else to do, doing videos on 4 games, a day, is going to be a lot of work. So I think I'll probably choose against that. But there'll be some way that we can work that out, and there will be another channel update after that 12th of June when things are a lot more clear, fingers crossed, concerning what I'm doing after I leave, and concerning what will happen. But there won't be a channel update before then, so I wanted to clear that up now. Again, introduction of more new games. So Cricket 19 is going to be the one that is affected by this channel update, if you like. And I think that is one I'm going to get. I did really enjoy Ashes Cricket, which was the last big cricket game, and that seemed to do well on the channel as well. So that's a bonus. So I think I'll cover that one. MotoGP is probably the one I'm the most iffy on, because whenever I've tried MotoGP on the channel, it's not done well. and I haven't really played much of the last game yet. So I want to get my money's worth out of MotoGP 18 before I play 19. So a little bit of a struggle on that one. And in terms of F1 2019, again, I don't know about that one. So Cricket 19 is pretty much the one that's locked in. That's locked in. That's locked in. Again, I'm a little bit iffy. I have that kind of half up for MotoGP, and probably a little bit. Oh god, I can't really do this with my fingers. And a little bit more sure on the. Oh, this is probably better to do it this way. So there's cricket, there's MotoGP, and sort of there's F1 in the chance I'm going to buy it, with cricket being pretty much nigh on 100%. So let me know what you think, because the feedback of you guys is going to be really important in my buying decisions. But I'm definitely going to get one of those games at least. So a little bit of a hint of what's to come into the summer months. I did say that there will be a channel update in June, so if you don't want to listen to this, don't, because it'll just be all recovered by the 12th of June. I might have changed my mind on all this, so don't take any of this as concrete. The stuff I've said before is pretty much concrete, because those are my concrete plans before the 12th of June. But into the summer, of course, we're going to have the introduction of the new games, but they're not going to last all summer. I'm thinking sort of summer towards the end of August. I know I'm planning ridiculously ahead, but just have a little bit of a think. Towards that time, I do plan to bring a little bit more of the retro stuff back. That has definitely been something that has been sidelined for a while. Personally, it's been sidelined as well. I was really getting into collecting my PS2 games. I've actually got a Wii that's back there, and I haven't really done anything with it since I bought it. So going into the summer, that's another priority, to get back into my retro stuff. Maybe a little bit of, cart boot sales, and maybe getting something about eBay, and basically picking up bargains on the channel. And if that's something you guys would like to see, let me know. I did sort of start a series relating to that a little bit vaguely, because they're called Retro Talk, which was only one episode, but you guys seem to enjoy it. That's maybe something else I could bring back, but I don't want to broaden my horizons too much. Again, it's good to have ideas flowing in my head, but I don't want to broaden my horizons too much, just in case it doesn't happen and I disappoint you guys. But one thing I'm going to have to disappoint you on for the near future is about F1 2013, because before Snooker came out, the two games were Snooker Championship 04, which again is shifted over to Snooker 19, so you get your Snooker fix there. But F1 2012 hasn't shifted over to F1 2013. And I think what you've got to understand is my priority is Snooker 19 at the moment. It's not F1 2012, F1 2013. And it's really going to be enough of a struggle in these few weeks to make daily Snooker 19 videos. So to put F1 on top of that, I just don't think it's worth it. So I think that journey again, we will definitely do an F1 2013 career mode at one point, because it is my idea to go through a few of the games and just play some of the older games. Maybe if F1 2019 is rubbish, which I doubt, I mean, it looks brilliant. If that's rubbish, then, the more retro game can stick in there. But it's an idea for the future, and I'll definitely come back to it at some point, but it will be sidelined for now. And just another thing to promote before we do finish this off, pretty much said what all I needed to say. But I do have two other channels, if you guys didn't know. I have a music channel and an educational channel. Now, these two channels, again, have been sidelined a little bit over the last few months. The music channel, I've sort of built a little bit of a base on, maybe 8 to 9 videos on there, and those have all really done well. But the education channel, I've not really done much on, and the education channel is me covering the stuff from my A-levels. So I did think I'd like to probably start that a year and a half or 2 years earlier. But, I can't now. You can't go back in time, so that's unfortunate. But that might be something that I really push over the summer as I get a bit more of, a bit more motivation, that's the word, for making the educational content. After I've left sixth form, maybe I'll think, I never want to touch history and business again. So, depending on my motivation towards that will be where the educational channel goes. But the music channel is definitely what I'm going to push, because I've been able to make a few videos on it so far. And over the summer with more time, less pressure to do other things. At the moment, I've got plenty of ideas for the music channel in terms of album reviews, top 10s, etc, etc. But there's that, there's the gaming stuff, there's revision, there's just general downtime. And those four things are the main things. And of course, watching sports, watching the Snooker Championship, watching Formula 1, watching football, just watching the Burnley City game, and City have just got ahead. That's why I've done this early. I'm a Liverpool fan, if you didn't know. City have got ahead, so I can't bother with that anymore. But, those 5 things are 5 big things in my life, and music's really the one that's taken a hit, and it's going to have to take a hit for a while. But that will come back, I would say, over the summer. So if you want to subscribe to those channels, those are in my dashboard on my recommended channels. But make sure you have a look at the other recommended channels on that list as well. But that pretty much brings us to the end of the channel update. Again, I've pretty much discussed all I need to discuss and made things clear, hopefully. If you've got any questions, leave them down in the comments. You can interact with me on Twitter. I've got that link down in the description as well. So I'm readily available on there. But just a quick recap of what I've said again. Firstly, massive thank you for the last week and a half. Long may it continue. New games, cricket, MotoGP, F1 being planned. Snooker 19, daily content, although that will be disrupted by exams, and particularly in that week between the 20th and 24th of May, in which there won't be any videos. And it's unlikely that there will be any videos in the 2 weeks after the Whitsun week, which is going to be sort of the start of June, maybe even sort of last days of May, up until the 12th of June, which is going to be a bit of a problem with Cricket 19 coming out. I recognise that, but I'm going to deal with that when it comes to it, because then I can judge how much time I need for revision and making game videos. Because, of course, by then, one of my history units will be gone. So that will weaken the load or lessen the load a little bit, but not that much, really. But, you know, all that's kind of to debate and look at in the next month or so. But, again, concrete decisions are that Snooker's going to continue. I'm going to get at least one of the cricket, MotoGP or F1 games. And we'll see how we go. And into the summer, we're going to do more F1 content, more retro content, more music content. That's a lot. But I just wanted to fill you in the start of May, because the start of this term for me at school is going to be my last, which is a real weird one. And so I thought it'd be a poignant moment to just get in touch with you guys, speak in front of the camera, speak freely. I am recording this with the iPad today. I tried with the webcam earlier, but it was a disaster. Any of you that watched my last update video will know that my voice, you know, my mouth moving and the microphone picking it up, which is about 15 seconds out. So fingers crossed, this has done pretty well here. That's all really I need to say. If you need anything clarifying, as I said once again, leave it down in the comments. But for now, I've been TIJ Gaming. Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you guys have enjoyed this little natter to camera. I do like a good ramble to camera, so that might be something for the future, perhaps. Ooh, more ideas. But I won't be pulling off every of them. I shouldn't really suggest all these ideas, because I'm only going to disappoint you guys. Oh well. Right, thank you very much for watching, folks. I've been TIJ Gaming, and until the next time, I will see you guys later. Goodbye.